cooking anything, but Eva-Marie Mancuso will be joining us this morning on the Rhode Show. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
How did you end up on our show this morning? How did this happen?
Well, I was at the URI Winter Gala,
Okay.
and it was one of the auction items, and my husband and my law partner, he said, this is something you should do. So we bid on it and won, and so here I am.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you. There's a lot of meat products here,
right,
and cheese. So what are you making?
Right. This is going to be, I call it Mama's Calzones. This is kind of my signature dish. My kids, my nephews, the neighbors, when the kids were coming home from college, they'd call ahead and they'd be like, Miss Eva, yeah, exactly. So this is actually what I do, and my boys at Venda cut everything up nice for me, and here it is. So I'm going to be putting that together.
So what is it exactly? What kind of meat?
This is sweet supersod, Genoa salami, sweet gabagool. They think they call it capicola in Rhode Island. You know, for the non-Italians.
Probably what I would do as an Irish guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm married to an Irish guy, so that's a good thing. Pepperoni. This is mozzarella and provolone, but it's a mild provolone, and I think that's important for a calzone because you don't want to have any one of the flavors just hit you in the face. And then what we're going to do is after it's done in the dough, and I use Dave's this time, but you know we have family secrets on that too, because
always secrets.
Some people like Palmieri, some people like Bono's. I personally like Dave's, so since I'm cooking today and.
Hey.
That's it, and I figured just for your staff, you could check out Dave's. And then what I do is this is fresh olive oil, and then I use a blend of Pampered Chef spices that I kind of just mix together. Nice. And then we'll roll it in that afterwards, and then we'll cook it. And
cool. Looking forward to trying it.
That's it.
All right. Thank you for sharing your secrets with us as well this morning.
Terrific.
That's really cool. You can find the recipe ingredients online, as always, at foxprovidence.com. Back to you.
Well, you know, it's the tale of three Maries in the kitchen today. We've got Eva-Marie, Emily Marie, Danielle Marie, and we're making a fabulous antipasto. I'm looking at this tray, like amazed at how beautiful it looks, Eva-Marie. So you have a little story to tell me about this, though. What's the deal?
I do.
Yeah.
You know, back in the old days, before we had Venda and all the other places,
right?
This would take a year to do. My father's sister, my Aunt Vilma, would put up, as we call in Italian, the pickled peppers and the marinated eggplant, what have you. And my dad, and they started a tradition, and every generation gets to add something to this antipasto.
Okay.
So my father added, and of course that's Parma prosciutto, the top of the line, you know.
Oh yeah.
And you know, like I say, I got to give my boys at Venda because you know they're watching this morning.
Oh, I bet they are.
You know, they cut everything fresh for me. So the Parma prosciutto, and then everything. So my dad added the marinated mushrooms. And I think he added two things, but you know, he's gone now, so I can't argue with him.
It's debatable,
but, you know, and definitely the shop provolone, because as a little kid I used to call that the feet. To me that smelled, you know. So
now you like it though, right?
But I added the roasted red peppers and garlic, so it took a long time for me to get the permission to add that. So that's the tradition. So every generation gets it. So this is actually Emily's platter. My father, and you want to tell them about Papa teaching?
Yeah, my Papa taught me how to make it. We sat around a lot of times before Christmas Eve and other holidays, and I used to eat the ham while he was rolling it, so finally he, you know, handed it over and let me realize how frustrating it is when other people eat it. But it was really special, and I'm glad that he was able to teach me how to.
What a great tradition! I love that.
And Emily's going to tell us what she's going to add because she's the next generation.
All right, really quickly, what is it?
Spicy hot peppers.
That's a perfect addition. All right, we're going to be making your fabulous Italian calzone in just a minute. We're going to start snacking on this, and now we'll send things back over to you. Welcome back. My favorite Italian mama, Eva-Marie Mancuso, is in the kitchen today sharing a fabulous recipe for...
This is Mama's Calzones.
Right? All right.
Mama's Calzones. You know, I tell everybody when I was in law school, I had a great gig because I was the one that could cook and everybody else would chip in and pay the money to buy everything. Nice. So I had a great gig.
Did you upcharge?
No, I would today, but I didn't then. I wasn't as sophisticated. So I'm going to teach you how to make my calzones. Now, the most important thing is you go see Anthony and John at Venda. And they cut everything perfect and fresh.
Okay.
So we're going to start.
Uh-oh.
Now your dough that you use.
Take a grab, absolutely. And then you're going to lay it just like you're playing cards.
Who says it? How would you know I play cards? Because I was telling that Foxwood story on here.
You think, hey, I pay attention to you.
Okay,
you know?
so what?
Go ahead, just lay it like you're playing cards. It's all going to go, it's all layered. Keep going. That's it.
Is this one calzone or is this many?
This is just one, hun.
Eva, what do you have for the
Are you
meat real quick?
serious?
Run down what you have for us.
Okay, this is salami he's
Yeah.
putting on now, and it's Genoa salami. Then
Okay.
we have sweet they say it capicola. I
Right.
think in
That's how
Rhode
the
Island.
Irish guys say it.
Yeah.
That's how the Irish guys say it. Well, I told you, I have to put a plug in for my husband because he actually paid for this gig for me. So that's it. All right. So
More of
Ev
this?
used to call these when she was little fish eyes. So yeah. So now we
Okay.
have the sweet. Now we have.
Right on top?
That's right. That's it. That's
Okay.
it. Okay. Sweet super sod. That's what this is. Come on, lay it up.
All right,
lay it up. Don't
You're
be
a
cheap on the
horrible
meat.
card player,
You know,
Patrick.
if you're
I
not,
just feel
if
like I'm
you're
in the
cheap-
way,
If
as
you're
usual.
cheap on the meat, then you know that's
Yeah.
it. Because my family's difficult. If they think I'm being cheap on the meat,
Okay.
oh boy.
All right.
So then we load them up. That's it. Now this is I said the super side. Now this is the sweet gabagool.
I'm glad
my
you're so
gosh.
comfortable here in our kitchen.
Now we have. I know this is fun. Now, what are you doing next week? I can teach you some other stuff too. Now the pepperoni here.
Yeah.
Now the pepperoni, I actually didn't make it for the weekend at my house, so I had to send my husband out last night to get the small pepperonis. But usually I would use the big one.
You'd make this
This
yourself?
is the very last thing.
She makes it. What do you have? A basement sausage factory? What do you do?
No. I would get the big pepperonis, you know. Yeah, you kidding, basement sausage factory. I don't want. Hey, I'm a trial lawyer.
Are you an
know.
attorney? What do you do in
Now-
your free time?
Now listen, food safety. That's really important. You know, you can see we're using it because this is our kitchen. But we did wash our hands,
We
right?
did, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
This
I
is
don't
like-
think I
this
have
is
ever
one-
seen.
All right,
Honestly,
this is one
this is
calzone
loaded.
now.
Mama, this is one
This is
calzone
one,
here.
honey.
This
is
is
one.
a
This
triple
is one.
bypass
This is
special
one.
right here.
Now, my,
mean,
you know, my
seriously.
oldest boy went to West Point, and he would call home, and the cadets would call, and they'd be like, "Mama, how many calzones can you make?" And I couldn't make these fast enough. Okay, now we're going to layer the cheese. Now this is sliced provolone, but it's not. It's mild because I
Okay.
don't want the cheese to overtake the whole thing.
Don't go cheap on the
That's
cheese.
it.
I like the cheese. You
All
like
right,
the
all right.
meat.
Now
I
here's
like
the fresh
cheese.
mozzarella. Now Emily, who's here with me in the studio,
Yeah.
she likes to use the shredded cheese because she doesn't have to clean the mess up. I don't like to clean up the mess.
This,
Okay.
are you serious? This is one person's
This is
calzone.
one calzone.
So do you
no,
fold it
well,
in half, or you have more dough to put on
We're
top?
getting
or?
there. We're
Oh,
getting there.
sorry.
All right. So
I'm
now
just-
you got to roll it.
Go ahead, roll it.
Okay.
You got to roll it. You could
Wow.
always help me. You know.
No, yeah,
you
I
want
could.
to.
But
All right.
I'm
so
scared.
so now it's rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, here we go. Now now it's really important to use a cookie sheet that has a lip around because this is going to be a little greasy.
Okay.
So now we have extra virgin olive oil. And as the Barefoot Contessa says, you have to use the good stuff.
Yes.
I mean, none of this, you know, we're not talking about like Mazola oil here.
No,
Okay.
we would
This is
never.
the good stuff. I have some here. You know, that's going to run you probably $17 to $20 a bottle. You know.
worth
Yeah, but
it,
you don't
though.
need half the bottle.
That's
just
right.
A little
That's
bit,
right. You
so-
drizzle it, and these are my Pampered Chef different spices that I put together
Okay,
in
so
here.
put
All
that
right.
in
So
there.
now we do this.
Yeah.
We pick it up. Now you can see it weighs half a pound.
Yeah.
And now
Oh,
we're going
I
to roll
see.
it.
Oh, good stuff.
A spet. See?
What's that mean? A spets.
A spet. Listen.
Mama's
listen,
gonna
Oh,
get
listen.
mad at me.
Okay.
A spet de permet. Listen to me.
You
know?
got it.
Okay. Here we go.
All right.
All right. So that's it. Now $3.75. Now what I would do if I was home, because this isn't going to feed many people. You'll see it's not.
Okay.
Because you have to. It's kind of like having it's like having potato chips. You
Look
know, you
who's
have one
feeding on
little
it already.
slice.
Well, we've only got a short amount of time, and I
Come
want to
on,
make
put it
sure we
over
get to
here.
see the finished product here.
So you'd put this in the oven
That's
for
it.
for how long?
It $3.75
Yep.
for 25 to 30 minutes. That's it.
All right,
Okay.
so Patrick,
And
Yes.
that's it.
that's my piece, and that's yours.
Okay.
Okay? Look at the inside. Look at that. Gorgeous. And it's got that, like, flaky
Take
look
a bite
to
of it
like,
already, will
That's it.
Thank you so much for coming in this
Terrific.
morning.
Oh, it's great
Did
fun.
great.
No, don't shake my
Hey.
hands.
Oh, greasy.
Find this recipe online at foxprovidence.com.
And my antipasto recipe too.
Okay.
Which is
Okay.
awesome.